Hey everyone, welcome to my tutorial on how to make a main menu UI in Roblox Studio. Before we start, make sure you have some basic knowledge of Roblox Studio and Roblox UI design. I have two tutorials in the description on UI design if you want to watch them. If you need help or support, go to the help forum on my Discord server, Our Developer. Link is on the screen and in the description. Now, load up an empty base plate and let's begin. As the first off, we're going to go into View, over Explorer, and Properties. Then, inside the Start UI, insert a Screen UI. Then we'll name the Screen UI menu. After that, we'll insert a main frame. So we'll name this main frame. Then set the size to 0, 0, 1, and 1. So make sure scale is 1 and offset is 0. Keep that in mind. Then let's make our buttons. So inside, we'll just duplicate our main frame and put it inside of the main frame. You can do that by pressing Ctrl and D. Or Command D from there. And then we could just rescale this into the size of where we want our button. So this is going to be the container of all of our buttons. This is a box right here. And we'll set the background jump size to 0.5 for now. And then duplicate the mainframe and put it inside this mainframe. And we'll rename the second mainframe button. And then we'll name this mainframe play. This is going to be our play button. Background transparency, so that's 0. Background color free, 40, 40, 40. And then we have our little box right here. Just rescale that and we'll put it just like this. And just rescale until it fits in the box. And then it should just look something like this. Then in buttons, set the background transparency to 1. Then we got play, then we'll do update lock, and after that we'll do credits. And inside of play, we'll insert a UI corner so we can add a smooth corners, UI corner. Then corner radius, offset 0, scale 0.25. Or actually, we'll do 0.35 for the corner. Copy it and paste it into both of these. Then it should just look something like this. Now we need to add our text and the button. So inside the play button, click plus, click the text label, and then paste inside. And then add the size. 0011, scale 1, offset 0. Background transparency is 1. Then we'll do the text scale equals true. On face, I'm going to use Gotham for my text, and then text color free, I'll make it white. Now we need to just downsize this so it just looks something like this. And then insert the button. Insert text button. Then scroll down and make sure text, just put a space inside of the text. Then background transparency equals 1, and then the size 0, 0, 1, 1. And then we have our simple button. Now if you want to drag your play button, but it keeps dragging the text button, click on the play button, scroll down, Z index, and click 2. Do the same for these two frames as well. And then what we can do is we can just copy and paste these into here. And then it looks like this. Then in the text label for the first one, we'll put in play as text, update log, update log, and then credits will be credits. And then it should just look something like this. And if you want to add a title, you can just copy this little text right here, put it into the main frame, and then just rescale it. I'm going to put it around here. Then it should just look something like this. And now we're going to add the camera. So to add the camera, first off, what we need to do is enter this little line of code. So if you see the command bar, like run a command, this is where we're going to type in. If you do not see this, go to view and then go to here and then click command bar and then turn it on. Then inside the command bar, do local parts equals instance.new parts. Then parts.parents equals workspace. Then parts.name equals menu, in quotation marks, menu cam. Then power.cframe equals workspace.currentCamera.cframe. Now, before you enter this, just position your camera where you want the menu to be pointing at. So I'm gonna put it somewhere around, let's see, should we put it here? This looks good. I'm gonna put it facing to the waterfall. Then execute. And then you should have this little part right here. What we can do is just rescale this. If you want, I'll just do this. You can just say it's position back. And then we have a little menu cam. So right click on it and then group it as a folder. Then inside the folder, name it menu. Then click on the part, in properties, can collide off, anchor it on, and then transparency 1. And then we have a little camera right there. Now to script it, just insert a local script into menu, insert a local script, and we'll name this camera. Then we'll do the local PLR equals game.players.local player, local character equals player.character, or player.character added, wait, then local camera equals workspace.current camera. Just to know, this script isn't mine, I just remember this. Wait, then new line camera.camera type equals enum.camera type.scriptable until, then we can just copy this and then paste it after until and add an extra equals if it's just red. Then camera.cframe equals workspace.menu.menucam.cframe, and then it should work. So you can give this a little test if you want to. That's what I'm going to do. Quick play. But our camera works, our camera's been reset, I cannot rotate it, and it is facing the waterfall. And also I'm gonna just do camera.field of view equals 50. That is the field of view I'm currently using, and it looks a lot nicer then. Now, as I said when I was testing, we can rename the text label to title and change the text to the name of the game. So I'm just gonna put river, because well, it's a flowing river into the ocean. So now we're gonna move on to UI animations. We're gonna be using tweet service, and then we can tween our little buttons, and then we can add a custom hover animation. If you don't know how to do this, I made a tutorial on how to do tween service. It's in the description, go check it out. So if you watch that and then you know a little bit about tween service, let's start. But if you just want to follow along, you can do that as well. So inside the play button, click on the plus and insert a local script. Name the local script animations. Then we'll do local tween service equals equals game get service tween service. Then local info1 equals tween info.new. Then the time we'll do 0.25 enum.easingstyle.quad enum.easingcorrection.inout. Then we'll do script.parent.mouseEnter connect function, and then we'll do tween service create script.parent info1, and we'll do these some sort of brackets. I think it's just if you like, we do a capital of bracket. Then we'll do color, we'll do background color free equals color free.new. Then we'll do 50 since that's 10 more than the current, and then we'll do add, then we'll add play to the end. Then just copy and paste this line, and instead of mouse enter, do mouse sleeve. Instead of 50 do 40. Then we got a simple like mouse enter animation, so just copy and paste this into the other buttons as well. Oh, and I did a little bit of an oopsie. Do not do colorfree.new. Instead of colorfree.new, do colorfree.fromRGB. Do not do colorfree.new. Okay, keep that in mind. I'm going to change the time to 0.1 as well. So once you've done that, delete the other ones, the other animation ones, and then paste them in. Then we can play it as if real this time. Once we're in the game, got a title, play. If we hover over, it has these sort of custom little animations, so we just hover over them. Now, let's get on to making the pop-ups. So to make the pop-ups, what we're going to do is, we're going to make the buttons invisible. So click on the buttons frame, visible, false. Then duplicate the buttons frame, and then make this one visible. Then delete everything other than play, and then make play size 1 and 1. Then make our buttons frame around, this covers up a portion of the screen, around probably about this big. Yeah, this looks big enough. And what we can do is we just downscale this and put it in the middle, and put our little pause frame in the middle right here. Then make the pop-ups frame invisible, and rename this pop-ups instead of buttons. And the property needs to change, scroll down, and enable clips to sentence. So now if we drag this down, anywhere it exits the frame, it will just clip. So that's a cool little feature. That's how we're gonna tweet and get everything in. So we'll rename this to update log. So to customize this, what we're going to do is button radius 0.1 and remove the button. We'll keep the text and just resize it. And the z index can now be 1. So we can put our little text up here. Then X alignment left. And then we have a little text and we'll put in update log. Then it should look something just like this. Now how do we add stuff to our update log? Now after we've done that, we'll duplicate our update log text. Scale it down a little bit, and then just continuously duplicate it. And then it should just look something like this, and then you can just go ahead, double click on the text, and then you can edit it, and then we'll put in a reply. But I don't really have any other content, so you can fill up the content. And if you want to add some more content, you can duplicate this, and then drag it to the other side. So for everything else, it's under the content. So if you don't have any content, don't delete the text, just put a spacebar in the text. And then it looks like this. Then we'll duplicate update log. Just if we go to duplicate, and then update log, this update log, scroll down, position, and set Y to 1. Then inside of this one, we'll name this to credits, and we can remove all the other texts. Then we'll name this header. So name the top text in each one of these just header. So know which text is which. So we'll name this name. So we can have a name of our player. So I'm gonna put it inside. Then you can put some info on the player, so like what they've done. We'll do scripting, UI, and building. So we'll rename this text to, well, work probably, I don't know, or info. So yeah, that's a simple update log little thing. So we got our username, and then we got our scripting, UI, and building. So that's the info on it. So if you have a team of people, you can just duplicate this, like continuously just duplicate, just like that, and then just change the names around. Pretty simple. Then we'll change the update log to credits. Then credits will do position Y1. And it looks like this. So now we can bring back our buttons, make them visible. Now actually just before we set the positions, what we need to do is, so just scroll down, like get this right here, and then copy it. Then just paste it somewhere else, like just put it in a note or something, so you can keep it for later. I'm just gonna post it in this little script here. Now we just need to add a simple back button, so we can copy like the play button or something, copy, and then paste it into here, and just scale it down. Then we have a little button right here. So instead of it displaying play, and then we'll change the name from play to close. And then text label will be closed. If you want to see what the banners look like, 50, 50, 50. The background color. So then we can just change this up a little bit. That looks like a good position, so I'm gonna keep it like that. So now I'll just change the background color to 40, 40, 40. And then what we need to do is just duplicate this close button into the other pop-up. Then credits, then the position, set the Y to 1. And then you can bring our buttons back by saying it visible again. So what we're going to do is, we're going to script the pop-ups. So first off, we're going to go to the update log, go into the text button, and insert a local script. What we're going to do is, we're going to do local pop-ups equals script dot parents dot parents dot parents dot pop-ups. Then we'll do the buttons. Local buttons equals script dot parents dot parents dot parents. Now what we'll do is, we'll do script dot parents dot mouse from one click connect function. Now first off, we can just duplicate a local script into each one of these so we don't make any errors. But we'll be editing those later. So that's one click connect buttons dot play. dot text button dot local script dot enabled equals false. Then duplicate this 3 times, the same line, and then we'll do, instead of this, we'll do update log and credit. And it should just look like this. Then next thing we need to do is we just tween away. We're gonna tween away the buttons and we're gonna tween away the tile. So what we're gonna do is we'll go into scripts, we'll do buttons, colon tween position, new. So the current position of the buttons is this. So we just copy the position, then what we need to do is just change the Y. So Y to 1. So then it will go down. So then we'll do in out, the using direction, then using style, and be quad. Then the time that it will take, we can do around 1 second, true. Then duplicate this, and instead of buttons, we'll do buttons dot parent dot tile, and then we'll get the position of the title. And instead of 1 on the y-axis, we'll do -1, or actually we'll do -0.2, and then it should be around. Should be just slightly up in there, so around there. So this is -0.76 to make it go like that. So then we tuned away all the buttons, then we'll do wait 1, then we'll do popups dot update log colon tween position new. Now remember that position that we copied? Paste that in right here. We'll do udin2. Oh, no, sorry. If we're using direction in out, then quad. And the time we'll do 1 and then true. And then we tweened our little frame. So you can give this a test now if you want. I'm not going to do that. And then you can just click the update log button, and it should just tween. Now what we need to do is just copy all this and then paste it into the credits. And instead replace update log with credits. And then the credits button will work. Now what we need to do is we need to just quit the close button. Now inside the close button, text button, local script. Then we'll do local buttons equals script dot parent dot parent dot parent dot parent dot parent dot credit dot buttons, then local popups equals buttons dot parent dot popups. Then we'll do scripts dot parent dot mouse from 1 click, call it the next function like this. And if you want, we'll just copy all of this right here. And instead of enabled false, we'll do enabled true, true, and true. Then buttons, we'll get the current position of the buttons, so it's 0.648. Then we'll change the Y to 0.648. Then the same goes for the tile. What's the position of the tile? 0.176. And we'll change this to 0.176. Actually, I messed up in the title instead, not the pop-ups part. For the pop-ups, we'll set this to 1. So this is what it should look like. And instead of update log, this is the credits, so we'll change this to credits. So instead of the pop-ups going last, put the tween for the pop-up first, and then copy these, delete this, and then after the wait, put this here. And then just copy this close script into the other close button. And then if you playtest, it should work. Update log. And it tweens in your update log, this menu, close, and it closes away. And this, if you click on credits, close, and then there we go. And now, the final thing we need to do is we just need to tween the play button, and then we can do the external GUIs and all that. The external stuff, the GUI. Alright, so first off, we'll just close all this except of the play button. Now duplicate the mainframe and put it inside of mainframe. Then just move everything inside of this. Then rename mainframe to, we'll name this transition. Then background transparency 0, border size pixel 0, background color free. We'll do 2020. Then set the position X to 1. Now just copy everything on these lines right here, and then do this, And we can remove pop-ups. So what we can do is we'll do local transition equals buttons. If you don't see the pop-up buttons, make sure you just put it after buttons. So we'll do buttons dot parent dot transition. So we can just copy this. Then we'll do wait one transition function position, and just replace this to 0, 0, 0, 0. And it should just look like this. And after that, we'll do. We can just wait one. Then this, we'll copy and paste this again. Instead of 0, 0, 0, we'll do 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Minus 1, 0, 0, 0. My bad. And now, what we can do is we can disable the camera scripts. So what we'll do is workspace .current camera .camera type equals enum .camera type equals custom. Oh, sorry, enum .camera type .custom. There we go. And then after that, do wait one. Then do script .parent colon destroy. Then after that, it will destroy the whole menu GUI. Well, just get rid of it. Now, we'll keep this open. So what we need to do is just add 2 new lines for this one. Now here, insert new local scripts into the screen GUI, and then just name this starter. Now I'll show you how to add a little optional thing. So, what we'll do is, I'm gonna add a sort of blur in the background. So what we can do is, go to lighting, do blur, and then we'll name this menu blur. And then inside of starter, what we can do is, we'll do local lighting equals game colon get service lighting. Then local then lighting colon wait for child menu blur. Then do dot size equals 24. Is that the default? And if you don't want to see your menu in game, then do this. Enabled false. Now in the menu blur, and you can't see anything because it's just blurred. What you can do is set size to 0. Then it should just look like this. Now after that, we're gonna disable some of the core Roblox GUIs. So what we can do is do local start GUI equals game colon get service start GUI. Then do start GUI colon set core GUI enabled enum.core GUI type dot chat false. Now we're gonna do this for all the other ones, so duplicate this 5 times. Then we'll do playlist, then backpack, emotes, and then help. Then all this, then we'll do local players equals game colon get service players. Local player equals players dot local player. Then local character equals player dot character. Then local hue equals character colon wait for child humanoid. Then do dot walk speed equals 0. Then dot jump height equals 0. Then for the mobile players, what we'll do is we'll do local UIS equals game colon get service username for service. Then if UIS dot touch enabled equals true, then UIS dot model enabled equals true, then else end. Then it should just look something like this. Now inside of the play script, open this up again. So we'll come here and instead of this, we'll copy this and then copy start GUI as well and put it like this. And instead of false, do true. You can set the ones to true to the ones that you want to show. So if you don't want to show chat, keep that false. If you don't want to show the playlist, keep that false. Now to do the player, we'll reset those now. Now instead of walk speed 0, the default is 16, and for jump height the default is 8.2. Then the UIS, we'll copy this again, and then model enabled false. Then the lighting, we'll just copy this, and then final line here, size equals 0. And do good.parent.enabled equals true. And then if we do this, we'll do workspace dot current camera dot field of view equals 70, which is the default. Now, as you can see, I just noticed this though. For the transition, it wasn't actually the full screen. If you had a look, transition didn't cover the whole screen. So what we need to do is click on the menu, and then ignore GUI inset equals true, and make sure restart and spawn is false. Now, let's play test. Then in the game, got the text, got the background blur, and we got our buttons. I am spamming my keyboard, I can't walk and I can't jump. Still, click the credits. We got the credits of me right here. Close. Then update log. This menu. Close. Then if we click play, we'll get the transition and it'll transition over to my character again. Then we have our chat, we have our list back, and we have the emotes, and we have the inventory back again. So that's how you make a simple and sort of advanced menu GUI in Roblox Studio. I hope you had most of this video. If you want to learn more about GUIs, I have a series on every GUI property and how to use screen service. Go check those out in the description. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.